Hello everybody, 8 o'clock on a Friday, ready for the weekend. That would be the 21st of March 2025. You reckon the sound's a bit low, huh? I mean, it could be. We were messing around with it yesterday. Let's bump it up just a touch, like that. Let's see. Man, the radio announcer said 5 below 5 UK. I know, I need to change it. Thank you for reminding me. I'll write that down. So, radio ad scuffed. As always, if you're watching now or you're watching later, we've got a Discord join link in the description. So feel free to jump on the Discord. You'll find it in the description of this live stream. Hello Fernicar, hello Kirk, hello Full Dive, and I believe that's all of you guys that have said something. Hello to everybody watching now or watching later. So today what we got is we got a really cool, like I said, we're going to be doing the Choose Your Own Adventure Writers Club tonight. So we're going to take a little look at that. And then also, before we do that, we're going to make some, we were creating some special effects and doing some stuff. So we're going to actually put something together and we're going to be using that for the breaks on this live show in future. So for that, I'm going to have to open up my Premiere. But first, I need to find the videos. So let's get into it. Right, first of all, we're going to need some folders. Okay, and it's going to be Comfy UI, it's going to be Output, it's going to be Interlaced, Coffee Time Effects 2, Video. Okay, and we've got hundreds of them in here. Yeah, this is the one. So if I now do it by type, and just select them all, like that, and there's 209, guys. So obviously the first thing we're going to do is curate them. Alright. Hello Dragon, and hello Jacob, thank you for joining. Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you. So curated folder, paste them in here. And as usual, what we do is we watch the other. So we watch. Oh, did I cut and paste? Okay, fine. Right. Control A, Control C. Back we go. And then we'll say watch. So we'll watch this version. And then we'll edit the other version. And it doesn't cause a problem with the playlist. And then we can just go through them and say this one, yeah, that one, nah. Okay. One is in twice, so there we go. So this, turn the playlist off. Now it's on repeat so that it doesn't go too fast, alright? Alright, so one is a keeper. It's not actually going to the next clip. N. I need to type N. That one's a keeper. That one's a keeper. Yep. 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 Oh, wait. What's that? We got our first rejection. It looked great until we saw her extra nubbin. So we get rid of that one. So I hope you can see what we're doing. This is the game. Spot the deformed thoras. Yeah, see this one, look. It goes really weird towards the end, don't you think? What do you guys think? I think it goes weird. Like her body is all weirdly shaped when it turns. 3 arms. Yeah, 3 arms. So it's also like hella overexposed. which is probably my fault. But yeah, I'm getting rid of that one. Oh, again, is that a leg? Is that a knee? What is that? See, this would have been really good if it hadn't been for, look, down the bottom. She's got some strange physiognomy. It's a shame. I almost feel like you should just clip this one. But we can just make more of these, you know? So don't worry. Next. Yep, keep it. Wait, isn't that the same? Huh? 17 is the same. Interesting. Okay. That one's okay. Wait, this is strange. Didn't I just reject this one? No, it's different. Ah, it used the same original image, but a different video. Yeah, get away with that. Oh, this one's weird. Look. Where's her arm? Where's her other arm? Look. You just get a sort of... It's there, it's gone. I think we'll get away with that one, though. That looks like the same. Okay, that's cool. Get away with that. Some of these are like clearly the same image. Yep, good. Hang on a minute. Is that the same? No, the background... Wait. It does look the same. I must have been like going backwards and forwards or something, but they're both fine. I'll worry about duplicates later. That one's good. That one's good. Ooh, that one nearly fell apart, but it's okay. It's almost like I've got 3 of the same sometimes. Ooh, I think we get away with it, but it's falling apart towards the end of the video. The hand starts to disappear, but it's okay. Oh, that is a weird crossed arm, but I think we just about get away with it. It just looks weird. It's confused. The folding. That's the same. We've somehow ended up... Oh, wait a minute. I know what's going on. Hang on. We need to make a new... Hang on. I know what's going on. Right. View by details. And then size. So 165 is that one. Look, same one. 165. Hang on. 1920 by 1080. Oh, okay. They're all 1920 by 1080. Dope. Yeah, I thought about that. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, the same thing. But no, they're all the same size. So I'm trying to figure out why we've got multiple different versions of the same video. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, what the? What the? Let me just... I'm going to run into the problem that I was talking about a minute ago now. Yeah, I did. I don't. You can't sort by video's resolution for some reason. It doesn't expose it in Windows. It's It's just strange I'm getting, like, you know, the same videos over and over again. I didn't know. It should be going through in sequence, so I figure maybe it's saving, like, alternate versions because the workflow... But the workflow should have been loading a new video each time, so... I mean, it's possible that I was making the same video over and over again a lot, which, yeah. I don't know. Could be indicative of a couple of things. To be honest, they're pretty good. There's only a couple that need to be removed, so... yeah, that one's got to go, which is a shame. It's like it turned into a really weird pose, that did. So... 58 and 61. 58 and 61. 61, 58. Yeah, we'll get away with that. Yeah. That looks like that's the last image. So I think what might have happened is it's looped a bunch of times or something. But that's actually okay. Having two of them isn't a bad thing. Because I could make half of them go backwards or something. Half the pairs, I mean. Oh, look at that arm. It's not attached to anything. 76 and 79. 76 and 79. So if I go to the properties of 76, it was created at 2:06. 76 and 79. It was created at 2:10. It's really weird. It's almost like it's like an alternate version, but they're not. They're both fully processed. I suppose I could just do this, right? 76 and 79. That works too. That's hard. That is tough, but it just about made that. Can't you cut the bad parts, says Full Dive, or do you want them all to be the same length? Yeah, I want them all to be the same length, yeah. For, like, timing with music and stuff. She's not actually holding that, dude. Look, look, look. This arm makes no sense. Look. She's got, like, a double-jointed wrist with an extra forearm somehow. So yeah, 82 and 85. 82 and 85. They've both got to go. 82, 85. Take them out of there. Go in the playlist. 82 and 85. Gotta go, gotta go. This one's pretty good. Damn. You even got the right number of fingers. I don't know what that is. Seems like a bit pointless, that one. 87 and 84. Yeah, we'll get rid of that too. 87, 84. I mean, it's a cool pose, but it doesn't make no sense. Next. Okay, now where's that warning gone? Try again. Oh! You broke it. What was it? Yeah, it's that one. Alright, 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 alright. Oh. I think it was 84, wasn't it? Yeah. Hey, there we go. Need to start using my shortcuts. Okay, that's a very strangely positioned hand, but it does work. Yeah, that's good. Wait. You just about make it. It's like I've got 2 of everything. You know what I mean? That's why I thought, oh, one of them must be an upscaler or something, but it's not. So they're all finished. So I don't know why I've got. It must be that I've been through the whole set twice, and maybe it's the same seed. So I've just ended up with the exact same. Because remember, they're all processed, aren't they? The video, it's the same video. So if you run it twice, it doesn't make any difference. Because the effect here is in it's a video-to-video effect. So if you load the same video, you get the same effect every time. Because I think the noise and all of this is all seed-based or deterministic. So it's good. It's the same video. See, what I'll do is I'll take I'll try to figure out the pairs, and then I'll take half of them into one folder and half into another, and we'll reverse all of the, yeah. I think it'll work. Oh, she's got extra fingers, so she can do the position there. Extra fingers. Somehow we're not having any problems yet. There's got to be some more somewhere. I'm going to pick up the pace. Well, wait a minute. Something weird happened. I think we'll get away with it. Oh, no. No. 120 and 123. 120 and 123. 120, 123. Get rid of those. Playlist. 120, 123. Get rid of those. Okay. Oh, I mean, she might be holding it with her thumb, I guess. Let's say so. I mean, where's the coffee time sign in this? You can barely see it. And that hand is a monstrosity. 130 is going out. 130, 133. 130, 133. 130, 133. 130. 133. Okay. Oh, no. Wait, isn't this one of the first ones? And I'm rejecting it? That's amazing. The one... It's got extra hands and all sorts of crap. Okay, right, we're getting rid of that. So what's that? 135. Just 135. Really? Hang on. It is a 132 and 135. Right, there we go. 132, 135, get rid of those, go into the playlist, 132, 135. And the reason I'm keeping the playlist up to date is so if I had to go back, like just now, it doesn't just crash the hell out of the thing. Because he doesn't like it when you delete files that are in the playlist. Right. Aha! Extra hands, 144 and 147 I gotta go. 144, 147, gotta go. 144, 147. That one and that one, gotta go. Oh yeah, definitely. I haven't got a problem with that. It's just we're trying to curate the cream. We're creaming the crop right now. This is the cherry picking process. I'm sure you're all familiar. Personally, I don't mind the extra limbs, but Oh, no, look. There's a flesh knuckle there and her fingers here, and then she hasn't got hands here. So she's actually a demon. 150 and 153. 150 and 150. Oh, this one's a bit weird as well. 150. 153. We get rid of those into the playlist. 150, 153. Okay. Yeah, because look. So she's got an elbow here, but fingers here. But then also a hand with mug. A hand with a mug here. So this one's cursed. 154. 157. 154. 157. Delete. 154. 157. Delete. There we go. Let's just see we didn't rush past. So, 156. Just 156? Maybe there's another one down that way. 156. There's a lot of the same video. Think of all the dishes you could wash with those extra arms. It's true. It's true. Could be the ultimate sous chef. There's another one, 159, and then 160. 159, 160. Oh boy, now it's falling. Okay, 159, 160. 159, 160. This one's also cursed, so 162, 163, 162, 163, 165. Oh boy. 162, 163, 165, 162, 163. It's almost like work. Alright. This one's fine. Wait. No, it's fine. 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 Yeah, just about. Yeah. Seen this one before. Yep, same one. Yep, same one. Same one. So, just about barely. Yeah, we've seen these. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, and look, it's looping, alright? Do you know what I mean? It's just looping, so I'm going to hit the same dodgy ones again in a minute. Most of them are fine, though. Have you noticed that? Totally fine. We should be able to sort these with thumbnails as they're, like, literally the same. Oh my god, there's just so many of the same video. 199. I can't believe that one worked. Because the arms are quite wide, and so it's like amazing that it all stayed in one piece. I'm hoping to get this finished by coffee time, by the way, just in case you were wondering. 206. 206. Okay, so just 206 I think was the only one left. Now I may have missed some. We can get rid of this now. So now, if I turn that off. Right. So we're going to put that up there while I start sorting them out. Was there one in Princess Mononoke? A spider-like character in all Ghibli movies. I think that's related to one of their blood law demon things. They call them... I've got a model which trained on them all. I'm trying to remember what it was called now. Just looking at your comments there. Bacco. DJZ. Bacca. Mono? Bacco Mono. Bakemono. Yay! I knew I remembered this one. She's probably in here. The one that you're talking about. The original. Like, this is just some outputs from the model, but I trained it on the original dataset of the Bakemono Zukushi monster scroll from the 1700s. And it's... do you know what? I should retrain that. You guys give me so many good ideas. I completely forget about this stuff, right? When did I do this? March 13th, 2023. It's been 2 years. It's probably about time we do it again. I'll just have to find it, because this is public domain fine art, right? But I reckon Flux would do an even better job. Because 2.1 was okay, but it was really quite tough to train. It is just monster, but there were 100 monsters, and one of them was a spider lady. It's famous lore. I forget the actual name, but it's you know, like, you know, in Japan they have loads of mythology about that stuff. And I think there's like a spider lady, and she looks human, but she's got spider parts. Like, anyway. Let's get back to what we were doing. A little bit of an little bit of a expedition. So yeah, we've been curating these files, and we've now got it down to a good selection. So what I'll do is I'll just say large icons, and then what I'll do is I'll do Control Shift N, and then we're gonna say one, another one. I'm just gonna chuck this down the bottom as a bin. And this is going to be tough. Wasn't this busted? It's got an extra hand. It's a shame, because that's the one that I gave out. So get rid of that. All right, I've got to do a little bit of snap. So, 2. This is going to be tough. Okay. Right, well, there's an obvious one. Oh no, there's more than... Oi, I need all the thumbnails, my guy. Right, so there's another one. So there were actually, what, 3 of those? Hang on, I bet there's more. It's like bingo. Oh, really? Is that the only... There's only 3 of them. Okay, well, what I'll do is I'll delete that one. So, I'm trying to get it down to 2 of each scene. That's what we're trying to get it down to. So, yeah. So, drag one in here. Look for another one. It's got like a predominantly green screen. There it is. And then if I see another one, it's getting deleted because they're identical. It's not like these are different. They're just duplicates, which is of no use to anyone. Can I see another one like that one? Green, 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 green. All green. Big green! No, don't see it. Right, well, let's go for this one then. Oh, actually, wait, I can see 2. We'll get that one. And we'll get that one. Now, do we see an orange? Orange, 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 orange. There's one. Delete her. Oh, yellow coffee. Yellow coffee. Yep. Do we have another yellow coffee? There might be 3. Yep, there's one. And there's another one. Get rid of those. Okay, and then... another t-shirt. Only 3 of them. I'm writing it down. Only 3 of them. It is. It's like famous last words, right? And here's another one. Only takes 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm writing that one down. Only takes 5 minutes. I'll just say 5 mins for shorthand. Only takes 5 mins. Alright, I can see another one. I'm getting better at Snap now. Whoa. So if I see the orange... Where is it? Wait a minute. There's another one. Wait, have I got that one yet? No, I don't have that one yet. This is turning into a bit of a bingo book as well, isn't it? Orange, different orange. It's a different orange. Oh, there it is. Different orange goes in there and delete that one. Somehow they're still in order, which is suspicious. Oh, we've already got that one. She gets deleted. Yeah, this is a good one. The red one. Yeah, and there's the other red one, and there's another red one. Did I fully finish looking for the orange? Orange. I think so. They all just blend together. Extra large. Nah, it doesn't help. You need to see like all of them. So coffee time. We're looking for cream coffee time in the bottom right of the screen. Cream coffee time. There it is. There's 2 of them. Look at that. See, a duplicate. Coffee time and coffee time, and that means bottom right round. Yeah, that one and that one. This is what happens when you leave it on overnight. It's just like I'll just keep creating them until you say stop, and then I never said stop. So blue, we're looking for blue coffee time. I bet they're going to be just further down, right? Oh, there's another blue coffee time. I didn't see that one before. Well, I obviously did, but... There. Blue coffee time. Delete. Coffee time. Delete. Coffee time. Delete. I think that's all the blues. Alright, what's this one? Black. Coffee time. Where's the other one like that? Well, there's another one. No, got to find them in order. Come on. Black. Coffee time. Like that. There it is. And there's the dupe. Oh, what's this one? We don't have this one yet. Goes in here. Goes in here. And then, is there any more? Nope. No. Maybe it'll show up. So, there's the other one of those. There's one. Get rid of that one. Ooh, there's another one of her. That can go. Coffee time and coffee time. What's that? Have we got that one yet? Black? No. Black? Yep, there it is. Get rid of that one. Another one of these. Big hair. Oh, there's another one with big hair. Oh, tiny. Oh, they're just all right next to each other now. I'm going to end up like, which ones have I added? I don't remember what I've added. I'll just try to get 2 of each and then Hopefully there's not anything left, right? Now, where's the one that matches with the one I just grabbed? It's like a green, another green sign. It's funny, you'd think they'd stand out more. Eye strain, migraine. Time. Oh, wait a minute, I can't do that. I've got to do this one first. Isn't that one already here? That one's already here. She's gone. Oh, looks like they reordered themselves. There we go. Ah, now they're not in order anymore. Right, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Green. Green. Ah, she's there. So, right, we've got that one then. Isn't she in here again somewhere? Yep, there it is. And there's another one. It's funny, it just takes a few seconds to, like, find the pairs. I'm seeing the comments, guys. I'm just trying to get this done. I'm on a deadline. I'm on a self-imposed deadline. Have we not got this giant orange coffee time sign yet? Nope. What about this one? What about that one? No? No lady in the red dress? I'm sure we've got that one already. Yeah, we have. What about this one? Don't think so. It's going to get harder to figure out if we've actually already looked at it. I'll make it bigger. Need more space. Oh yeah, and then we get this song. Oh, I can't remember what I based this song off of. You may have heard this type of music before, but I was going for this sort of weird abstract techno that you hear every now and then. I think it might be German or Dutch. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's a psychedelic branch. Which is definitely not something you should chew on for too long. It's pretty cool though. It's not, this one isn't Rage Against the Machine, no. This is like some crazy hard techno type thing. It's usually just that and beat. Super deep tech house with evil theme. Yeah. I've heard songs like this and I'm like, wow, respect, because you made this. I don't know what you're saying, but it sounds, it goes hard, like I say. I like Aphex Twin though. That shit's the best. Do you know he was doing face swap like 10 years before AI? The ones from the new Doom game. Oh yeah, the new Doom game. Yeah, that's got some pretty good metal though. You know what I mean? It's like classic. If that makes any sense. Wait, haven't I already got this one? It's going to get difficult to tell. Because, you know, basically I'm reaching the limit of my context window, guys. Can somebody extend my memory with tokens here? I'm not sure. I need an upgrade. I don't think. Where'd it go? I mean, I think that I don't have those yet. It's really difficult. I have no idea. I'm just going to keep making pairs, and then I'll probably have to check for duplicates as well, because All I'm doing is I'm just, whenever I see a pair, I'm, you know, sorting them into the 2 folders. But here's the problem. There might be doubles. And so then I'm going to end up sorting the same pair twice and not noticing anything is wrong. So I know I've got that. Do I have this one? Green with a big white bit in the bottom left corner. White in the bottom left corner. Wait, is that it? No. Is that it? No. Oh man. Yeah, my context window's full, guys. I'm running into a bit of grief. Wait, is that a corridor? I can't even remember. So the details of this task is actually, I'm basically doing a good demo for the sort of limits of human concentration, where I'm just like, it's about 100 files. It's like 100 files. You could probably remember about 100 files. And so I've got 50 pairs in front of me, and I'm like, I don't remember what I've done and what I haven't done. All I know is there are more pairs. So I'm just going to keep processing the pairs, and hopefully I don't include too many duplicates. Wait a minute, that's the same image. Wait a minute. I was just looking at this one. Where's the other one? Do we have it over here already? Crap, I've just found 2 of them. So I know I've got one on this side. I think. You see what I mean? I'm literally struggling now because I just can't remember. I can't remember. There's so many videos. You get to about 100 and you're like, did I already do this one? Hang on. And yeah, it would be a good idea to get an AI to do this, wouldn't it? Ho, 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 ho. Right, so I don't see... They all start to look the same, if that makes sense. You start to just go, oh, okay, so if I put that one there and I put that one there. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Sort them in this folder by size. Yes. And then if there is a duplicate, they'll be next to each other. And of course my hard drive's like, what are you trying to do to me, pal? There we go. So that one's done. Why didn't you change? What? How are they completely different? .6 5 3.6 5. Okay, so they're it's backwards for a start, so okay. That hasn't helped. That hasn't helped at all. And why are they different sizes? There's got to be something going on. There's got to be something going on. How is it that 2 videos... Look, there's one. 3.64. 3.61. All right. What's the difference? Okay. What's the difference? They look the same to me. It looks the same to me. I mean, what could it be? I mean, it's not like a big difference. doubts, but there is a difference. Maybe one of them is the original file. Nah, that would only be like 1 frame difference in length. I mean, it could be. The seed made the glitch affect the video compression. Map the balloon only in your image memory. All right, great, awesome comments, guys. I know I haven't been reading them out. I've just been trying to get through this. So, like, do you know what? I think that I just have loads left, and I'm just crashing out. So, how about we just keep going? Yeah, let's just keep going. Because it's actually easy to do the pairs. I'm just worried that I'm, like, you know, doing the same things over and over again. Maybe it'd be easier to, because have I created an additional? I don't know. See, look, that one looks like we've done it before. But then when I look around, I can't see anything that looks like that one. So then I'm like, okay, just add it then. But I could have sworn I already did that one. I guess they're all quite similar, aren't they? What? Oh, there's no way, man. I've definitely done that before. Come on. See, this is the problem. My short-term memory is like, you've seen this, but then my long-term memory is like, was it yesterday or just now, though? I don't know. I can't remember. Can't remember, mate. So it's like a white sign with a green text. Yeah, okay. See, my memory isn't my strong point. So, you know, not shy of that one. This one with the green dress. Surely I've done that one with the green dress. No, green dress. No. All right, fine. Okay. But I can see 2 more right there, so. I'll worry about duplicates later. Right, little girl. I've definitely got the little one. She's gone. Sheem's a gown. That one's definitely done. I remember doing that one. Don't remember. That one looks familiar. I'm pretty sure we just did that. Yeah, we just did that. What about that one? Oof. Yeah, that one's been done already. Get rid of those. The big wide one. Huh? How is that not here yet? I remember doing it. My brain is lies. Alright, we haven't done that one yet. What? But there's only one up here. The plot thickens. So what happened to that then? Well, what the green one next to her? Skip to the next question. Next question. Okay, that one we've done. 2. Yeah, we've got that one. What's this one? Yellow? Yellow. I don't see it. Alright, it's a green light. Get added to the connection. What about this orange jumpsuit thing? What? No. There we go. This green. Quite a striking green. With a white side to it. Oh. Oh. Okay. I mean, if it's there already, you guys will have to shout at me because I could not find it. I could have sworn I've done this one. It looks too familiar. But when I look at the images, it's not there. Okay, fine. Fine. And then the black dress. We haven't got the black dress. And now we've ended up with literally just a loose spread. So blimey. What? Wait, what? Oh man. I think I'm going to put it back to file name because it's just squirrely as hell. So at 05, there might have been one near there that was the same thing. But then again, maybe not, right? Ah, yeah, she's already in there. So she's out. What about this one? I think I remember, yeah, there's that one, done. Okay, and then what about this one? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't think we've got that one. There's one on this side. There's one there as well. So, yeah, that's done. Black sign, black sign, black sign. I don't see that one on this side. Is it on this side? Hang on. I've got the same number of files on each side, but every now... Well, okay. Man, if my brain hadn't melted, I would have finished this by now. Where is... So I don't even see another pair for this one. Was it supposed to have been deleted? It was rejected, that's why. It snuck through curation. What about this one? I bet, yeah, that's also supposed to be dead. What about this one? That one's okay. So, is this one supposed to have a pair, and which side does it go in? Green with mostly white. Green clothes, mostly white background. Oh boy. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out if this image is already on one side or the other. It might be that I deleted the rest of them. Ooh. Here I am, just staring at a bunch of files, trying to find that one. I've gone sign blind, guys. Oh, there it is. It's one on this side. I found one, and I found the other. It's done. We're finished. Okay, cool. So we've got 67 here and 67 here. Now here's the fun part. Are there any duplicates on this damn thing? I don't think there are. Well, if there are, I guess we'll find out. Right then, what have we got? Over here, you fool. Right. Doop, 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 doop. Doop, doop, doop. Oh, look, it's me. Right. Kill that. Drop that in. Kill that. And then I want 1 and 2. Okay. And I'm going to say there's a button on Premiere. If you select a folder and then you just select this button, you can do automate to sequence, which is quite useful. And so essentially it's just going to whack. It's just going to, they're all going to just be there. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Now, I wonder, could I? I'm just wondering if I can cheat. I've never tried to do it with an adjustment layer, so let me see if it'll work. It might not. No. I was going to say, wouldn't it be cool? That's alright. So the idea is, because it would take forever to, like... Well, actually, wait, no, it wouldn't. Yeah. Alright. That's pretty good. Alright, that's pretty good. So then what I have is I have them going backwards and then I have them going forwards. Yeah? Well. So that's useful to me. Whoops. So if I go like this. So I'll say coffee time, reverse. Yeah. And I don't really want to do it as MOV right here. I think we're in an animation preset. So let's just change that real quick. So we're going to go for a phase 2. Yeah, that'll be much better. All right, cool. Coffee time, reverse. And then you guessed it, once I've done it, I'll render out coffee time forwards. And there's a lot of reasons why I want to have all of them going forwards and all of them going backwards. But for now, it'll just make it easy to, yeah. Because I'll have 2 layers, one going one way, one going the other way, and it's easy to like do some stuff which I'm sure you've edited videos before. See, the plan is I got 2 sets of 3 minutes, so by like alternating between them, by alternating between them it's possible. Do you know what? I think is it giving me grief because I've got Comfy open? I think it is, you know. I think Comfy's reserved my my memory. It shouldn't take 5 minutes to render a 3-minute clip, but well, looks like we didn't quite make it in time, but we will finish this. So before I get into that, it's coffee time. Awesome. And I'm back. We're still cooking this video. Riveting stuff. Do you know what? Let's have a little chat about this choose your own adventure stuff while we're cooking this in the background. I prefer juggling things, I found. So let's take a look at that, because this is taking too long. My time is short. So let me see if I can get a get a window up here. Here we go. No. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the spatoon. Das Spatoon. And we've made some changes. Now, obviously, last night in the show, we showed you how to create your own custom story themes, which essentially are like a scaffold that sits around a potential story thread as we write stories backwards from the last page with the system. So it writes a page at a time in reverse, and these are all story, character, and writing style rules. The Ghostwriter style guide for this particular template was a community suggestion, which we did on the live show. So it's a combination of Hunter S. Thompson, Brandon Sanderson, and Guy Ritchie, which is a very colourful combo. And so you can invoke all of that data as a dynamic RAG, essentially, when you're running the story writer. Now, that was great. We wrote some stories. Awesome. I even made the Uno reverse, which is a unified narrative operator, which can take any page and make it better. It'll make it more better. You saw it when we developed it. It's 5 of my best agents in one. I haven't actually run that yet, by the way. The plan was to try that out, but we'll see how much time we have tonight. If I take a look at Choose Your Own Adventure Spatoon, this is a completely new approach, which I showed off last night, and we did write a Choose Your Own Adventure on the stream at the very end of the stream last night. But here I have a demo. This is the demo using the default template. We made one last night using the New Moon based template, which again is in the repo now. You can play with that. If I go to the README here, it's going to tell me everything about how like this is Westwick Noir because it's obviously been set up to use the default, which is Westwick Noir. That's what that is. So everything in here is related to that, but it tells you how to use it, how it works, the story structure, how many choices, the fact that there are different endings, which are anyway. And that's all well and good. But what I really wanted to show you was this. That's not it. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I was worried this wouldn't be in here. So this is the magic. You remember when I said we write stories in reverse using the story wheel? Well, this is a little bit better. So say the story I wrote, yeah, the ending. Say I wrote this was my ending, right? When I first start this up, it's going to look at my page, which I wrote, and then it's going to write the page that leads to my page, inside all of the definitions and blah, 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 blah. Now, I would have made a choice on page 3 to go to that page, and I would have made a choice on page 2 to get to that page, and then I would have made a choice on page 1. So there is 1, 2, 3 choices to get to the finale. So there isn't a choice in the final page. And the reason for that is there would have been 16 endings if I'd done it that way. And that's also why page 0 is just an introduction, and then page 1 is where the story starts. So there's a choice. Like, this isn't really the story. It's like the name of the book, you know. This is the first chapter. You make your choice, go to chapter 2. You make your choice, go to chapter 3. You make your choice, go to chapter 4. And then you just are on a roller coaster to that ending that you've earned. Again, the reason for that is because if you had a choice on page 0, you'd be at... Oh, crumbs. You'd be at 32 endings. And I can tell you with confidence right now, if you use Claude 3.7, you will hit the limit before you've even written all the pages. Because there is a limit. You know what I mean? There's a limit. And I don't mean like the context window. I don't mean the token limits. What I basically mean is there is a point where he'll just turn around and go, you're using too many tokens, my guy. I think it's about 2 million or 200,000. I'm not 100% because the error is confusing. I wonder if I've got that error. Maybe I could show you. Maybe in this one? No, that's not it. What we're looking for is way back down here somewhere. 53p, $2.50. That, I think it must be this one. Because he did finish, but wait. I think I had to finish... Yeah, look. Missing pages, because he ran out of gas. A checklist for every page and mark the ones we completed. Yeah, see, because I had to, like... It works, but you have to make him check. And that's one of the reasons why this thing is so good. Because you actually have a manifest of what every page is called, the theme of that page, the name of the choice, what choices should be on each page, which page leads to which page. All of that stuff is just in a tight diagram. So even if when you're making this it goes wrong or it crashes or whatever, you can actually pick it up and resume just by saying, read my read my diagram, look at the pages, work out which ones are missing, and then it already has everything it needs to just, it already has everything it needs. But yeah, that's the reason why there isn't a choice on every level, because it would have ballooned out. And like I said, 8 endings is already too many. When I did this with my own storyline at home, what I found was that it basically ran out by about 11. And so what I want to do is give you this cool new... I want to give you a cool new idea here. So when you're doing your stuff, what you want to do is you want to go into the plan mode with Gemini, right? So we do plan mode with Gemini, okay? No, sorry, plan mode with Claude 3.7. That's what I meant to say. Planning mode, Claude 3.7, extended thinking, blah, blah, blah. And then turn on Gemini mode to do the act, okay? Or another model that you like, because it's like... the reason I like Gemini Flash is because it has the 2 million context window. So it's like you can dose, if you understand what I'm saying by dosing. Because Gemini can never make such good plans as Claude. But Claude's plans are like really cheap. It's expensive to make him do work because he writes so much words, right? So many tokens. So what I suggest doing is using Claude 3.7 for the planning and then letting Gemini execute, okay? So I'm going to give you an example, right? Because there's one choose your own adventure I haven't done yet. So I'm going to show you how I actually set this up. Let me just go back to what we were originally doing, because otherwise I'll like completely lose it and never finish. All right. So now we're going to erase that, or not erase it. Duplicate. What's this? Click 166. Duplicate. Open that up. Get rid of that. Get that there. Bring to the start. Bring it in. It's weird that it's one clip short, but I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to question it. And these will be playing forwards. So this would be coffee time. Well, you don't need to say forwards, do you? Just coffee time. Okay. See how much quicker it is now I shut... Did I even shut it down? Yeah, no, I didn't even shut it down. I'll shut up now. Could have sworn I closed it. Wrong. Maybe it just unloaded itself. Okay, so where were we? Now, I'm going to do it from scratch. Because I want to show you how I would have done it, right? So if we go into here and here and we'll go into CYOA demo. Yep. Right. First thing you're going to need is the address for this GitHub. Obviously, it's all in there. That's what you need, and that's how you get it. If you press Control, Shift, and the... Depends on your keyboard layout, right? It depends on your keyboard layout, but it's that key. Control Shift this. Okay? Single quote. For me, it's under the @ symbol, but I just remembered if you're in America, it will probably, anyway, it may not be there, but it's that button. Control Shift that button to bring up a terminal, and then git clone the URL. Alright, so now we've actually got this. The funny thing is, we don't even need a lot of it, alright? You can get all the prompts and everything off the website. So, like, I tried to give you everything you need, but in reality, you'd be surprised with what you actually need to make this work, okay? So, and yeah, so, like I say, the story should contain a V5, okay, and inside of it we can see, but in the end the truth was murky as the waters of the depths. So this is something to do with the default storyline, okay? Yeah. So, I got a fix for that too, which is fun. But basically what I'm trying to say to you is, you don't need any of this. These are all templates for you to make your own stuff, and it will actually confuse the AI by them being there, right? Same goes for the default and for the Moonbase profiles. It shouldn't look at them but sometimes it will. And it being aware of any data that's got nothing to do with your story is like having Harry Potter in a fan fiction for Stranger Things. Like, suddenly they're all doing magic and they've got wands. Why is that? Oh, it's because you had infection of your retrieval. So what I recommend is keep them separately, yeah? So if I've just done this as a brand new call, right? CYOA Spittoon, for example, doesn't have a prompt. This is all about how it works and an example story. So the irony is we delete that, yeah? Default, we're not going to be writing with the default storyline, so we delete that. Hyvid, we're not going to be making any video animations, so we delete that. Moonbase, we're not going to be writing with Moonbase, so we delete that. Prompts, guess what? We're not going to be writing any of these. Well, we do. I'm lying. But you don't need all of them. You don't need all the prompts. Okay? So we're going to delete that too. So what have we got left? Page 5. All you need is page 5. See, sometimes when I have my repos and they have everything, you've got all the prompts you need, all these different things. And the reality is, all you need is page 5. And this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this demo, because even if you're writing in reverse the 5-page prompt, okay? So again, I know we just deleted it, but I'm trying to make a point that you don't even need half of this stuff. In fact, it's probably a bad thing it being there, right? You want to have only what concerns your project. So, for example, if I wanted to write a six-page story right now, all I need is the 6-page story prompt, right? Okay, so 6-page story prompt, right? If I go in here and I put that there, now check it out. Where's the project? We just deleted it, didn't we? We just deleted the project instructions, but that's because I don't want to use default. I want to use my story, okay? I want to use my story this time. I showed you yesterday for hours how you can make your own stuff, and so I'm going to use my story, right? Okay. Story, page 5 is there, but what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to bring in our story theme, which can come in as a folder here. It's fine. It won't affect the, well, we want it to affect it actually, because it's literally like how to generate story. But I wanted to stress, you don't need anything from the repo. All you need is the final page and this prompt. Okay? And obviously it's referring to project instructions. So I'm going to get some project instructions now and just slap it in here. That's your story. Okay? Let me just show you. I'll sort this out right now. I got a massive hard drive with all this crap on it from the other machines. So it's time. Plug it in. Right. And man, when I started archiving it all, I was like, wait, so we've written like 15 books already? Oh man, like the amount of, I'm not sure if I'm cut out for the editing time, guys. Okay. Right, here we go. So here it is, a slightly more cleaned up version of my old hard drive, which used to be, I used to come in here every night so I could go into my tools and make these weird projects. I'm still working on cutting these down, alright, but the point I'm trying to make is, check it out. So there it is, Jovian World, okay, that would be Jovian World. I don't know why Jovian World it contains the story. Got it. So yeah, if I just copy that and oh wait, will it let me? Yeah. Paste it in, and then we'll reveal it, and we'll extract it. Yeah. Okay, and then there. Right. So let's just copy all this and put it. Oh no, it's fine actually. That's fine. Just there's fine. Alright, I'll put it in there. So now I have the Jovian World. I'm just going to rename it just Jovian lowercase. So it's just quicker to type. It doesn't matter. You can call it whatever you want. Now inside of here, I've got nearly everything I need. Okay, nearly everything I need. And the way I say nearly is because let's go back over here. The reason I say nearly is because where's all the rest of them? Hang on, I'm just grabbing some stuff. The reason I say nearly is because the default project, it's all of your stuff, but it's also the ghostwriting style, the holographic tutor, and the narrative spittoon. Those are files that you don't need to change that come with the original template. Okay? So, the only thing I'm going to change tonight, is I'm actually going to use that new, what's it called? You know how I said, oh, we've got this new ghostwriting style. Okay? So I'm going to use that ghostwriting style with one of my other storylines. And right? So Moonbase, if we go into Moonbase, it has a ghostwriter style guide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all that, right? And I'm just going to literally overwrite what's in here. Okay? So it's like, this is how, because you can update these, yeah? It doesn't have to be the same forever. You see what I mean? But yeah, if I go into ghostwriting style, right here, this is my ghostwriter. Okay, this is the programming for my ghostwriting, okay? Which is okay, but it's not like masterclass or anything, alright? It's just stuff that you would do if you're trying to write well. You know, it's... Anyway. This, however, is a distilled merge of Thomason, Sanderson, Ritchie. So Hunter S. Thompson, Brandon Sanderson, and Guy Ritchie. And look, I can pretend like I'm a good writer, blah, 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 but you can't compare to people that have actually done the work, okay? What have I put out there, okay? So what I'm trying to say is, when we did this yesterday, I wanted to show you how you can create styles through the distilling and the blending, just like we do with image models, just like we do with voice models, just like we do with LLMs. It's the same thing, okay? And so now it's going to attempt to create a new style by combining the hallmarks of 3 that I might like. And we selected them live in the chat because it was like, you know, it's not a difficult thing. So there it is. If we look at the Jovian project instructions, you'll notice that I'm referencing the ghostwriting style, which is providing guidelines for ghostwriting style, which we used, and any suggestions for rewrites of passages identified as weak by the scoring systems, because there is a built-in tutor. But also, ghostwriting guidance is defined inside speech styles. That's wrong. I think I actually changed this yesterday when we were streaming. So that's actually the speech style. Hang on. The character's speech styles is defined. Yeah. Okay, character's speaking styles is defined. And let's just check they are actually in tags, because they might not be. Speech style tags. Okay, that's good. Jovian characters inside Jovian character tags. It's all nested XML, which original Claude was so good at understanding. That's why I went with that. Although now he's just as good at JSON and XML. So anyway, so we've got our new ghostwriter. All right, let's just save that. Save that. Got our new ghostwriter. We need to just make sure that's actually being used. So the ghostwriting guidance is defined inside. Oh, look at that. Ghostwriting style inside the ghostwriting style tags. Is it though? I'm going to make sure it's actually in the tags. Yeah, it is. All right, cool. Okay, cool. I think we're ready to go. Corridor world thing. World Paradistro is missing. We don't have World Paradistro. Hang on a sec. I just need to make sure this is complete. Where's that hard drive at? Where's that hard drive gone? Let's come back here, here. I think it must be... What? What am I even looking at here? This ain't even what I'm looking for. Hang on. Huh? Ah, there we go. Right. Jovian World Paradistro. Here we go. So we need one file out of this. There it is. World Paradistro. Essentially, what I tried to do was have the definition of a world, which is like, you know, so say you have your world, and then there's the cosmic level, which is like the world that the characters don't know about yet, which is all around the world that they're in right now. So if you were on Earth, it would be like the moon and Mars and stuff like that. So there's like a whole universe outside the universe they're currently inside, which they don't know about yet, but is there. So then the writing can borrow from that to be spooky. So that's the idea. Spooky mysteries. Can we get back here and just do that then? Or does it not? No, you can't do that. Okay. No, you can't do that. You gotta drag it, and then it'll still say no because it's in a zip file, right? It's annoying. Right. I'm sure I can just drag stuff out. I'm sure I can. But Windows is like being the difficult. Separate. Now I choose you. Oh, Windows is so useless, man. I gotta actually unzip this to get one text file out of it. Christ. I swear I could do that in 98. Like it wasn't a problem. What? It worked? Now I hate Windows even more. I couldn't even tell it worked. Alright, cool. And maybe I'm just old and blind. But I blame a corporation every time. See, I'm just trying to literally put a text file here. Come on, guys. See, the day that we can do it all by telling it to do it on its own is the day I don't care. Because what? I love a keyboard and mouse so much. Right, put that there. World Paradistro. Okay, cool. So we've done it. It was annoying because I had to grab it out of an old backup, but we've done it. So this is now a complete Jovian template with addition of an outer world and an enhanced ghostwriting style that was distilled off of human authors. And it's like, we do it all ourselves, okay? So this isn't like... And there's no training either. We're just being clever with how the LLMs work. Didn't need to do any expensive training. It's literally just a bunch of stuff. Lots of instructions. Alright, so let's get back to that prompt then. So, let's see. This is the normal 6-page story prompt. So this will just write a book. But tonight what I want to do is show you how to do the choose your own adventure prompt. So we go back to the thing. And we go into the prompt section. Come on, GitHub. Into the prompt section. And as you can see in the CYOA, we have the CYOA spittoon. This is the actual prompt. Take that back. Plug it in. I wish this could be bigger. Okay. So, I'm not going to read it out because you can read it at your own leisure. It's quite long. So he's going to generate a mermaid diagram which will dynamically create the flow chart based on the story that you're writing. Okay, so it's not like baked always that shape, but that is probably what it'll be if you do a, you know, the 5-page default like. It has main endings, very good, right? Write the main ending. So it's actually gonna it's actually gonna do a variation on the last page, you see. Drift, humor me, and do you know the actual amount of tokens you're supplying into prompting? Yes. Let's see. When I was processing the choose your own adventure last night, it went over 8 million. It went over 8 million with Gemini. And that was pretty good, I think. Yeah. So write the main ending, typically very good or good. Write backwards, so then it has the page. And here we go. This is the bit we're going to change. So we're going to say right here. Let's just take the whole thing back and just go. Jovian World Paradistro. No. Oh, it's going to do that thing again, isn't it? It's going to do that thing where it doesn't remember anything. Hang on. Right, close the editor. Not the editor. Close the folder. Open the folder. It's annoying that you have to do this. I'm sure there's a button somewhere where you can like reload. But basically what just happened there was the files that we cloned didn't exist. So I had to restart it. But yeah, everything's set up now. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to say you only need your theme and your page. That's all you need, nothing else. So you don't even really need to clone my thing. If you've already made your theme, you just need the prompt. So anyway, let's change this to Jovian, and it'll be Jovian Project Instructions. That's the one we need to link. So now I'm just going to scroll through, and every time I see a project link, I'll just update it and make sure it's looking in the right place. See, it won't fail if you don't have the right one. It'll just make everything up and be you'll just get what everybody else gets. You see what I mean? You'll just get what everybody else gets. Understand, what's this? Write page 5, write page 4, keep going until you reach page 0. Understand that. There we go. So that's fixed. Got any more for me? No? Okay. Stories are written from the final page backward using because, but, therefore logic and hero's journey. So if I wanted to do save the cat, we could put that there. Yeah? Do you know what? One night, I think probably this weekend, tomorrow, I'm going to put my webcam and I'm going to show you a couple of the machines I used to work on out of the office. So I'll be able to show you, like, you know, the token logs, how much it's cost, how many we were processing. And this is why I keep saying, I know Gemini isn't as good as Claude, but don't sleep on Gemini. That 1 million context window is a superpower, man. You just need to, like, not be greedy. Just don't be greedy. Try not to ask for everything at once. You know what I mean? And definitely, like we've said before, don't try to put the raisins in the cake after you baked it. In my cheapo copycat try and run local effort of repo, you are limited to 32,000 tokens. I might need a bigger boat. Well, the thing is, Dragon, you know your model file. You can create your custom model file. I believe you can go up to 130 or 120,000 tokens with models that support it. DeepSeek, you know, everyone went on about DeepSeek R1, but DeepSeek 3 is also really good. So, anyway. And I heard there's like some new like coder that came out. Some new coder that came out. I forget the name of it. It's not Mercury, it's something else. Maybe a different planet name, I'm not sure. But we're going to have to go back on the Olama tips soon. See, what I do is I develop all my tools and then we get to the point where we're like, we want to do it cheap now. And then we start trying to do it with local tools. But if I'm being real, a lot of the local models just weren't very good. One Noose Hermes Mixtral. Yeah, Hermes is well known. Deep Hermes is super cool. Yeah, because this is the thing. When you're writing narratives, you don't necessarily need it to be Albert Einstein. You just need it to be good. Yeah, diffusion LLMs are coming. I can't remember if that was Mercury Coder or if I'm getting them mixed up, but I think Mercury Coder is a diffusion LLM. I might be getting mixed up, though. Right then, let's get back to the mission. So what are we doing here? All right. This system generates choose-your-own adventures written in reverse from end to beginning. The story first establishes a main storyline, then creates branching alternate paths with a spectrum of outcomes ranging from positive to negative. core methodology, reverse engineering process, hero's journey, right? Now this could be you could change this right here. You could say, oh, actually, I want save the cat. Or some other. We've got a whole list of them in the repo. There's 100 years of story structures to choose from. Honestly, you can pick anything you want and just put it there. Just type the name of it. Yeah? Rags to riches. Whatever you want. Branching narrative structure. Each page, except the penultimate pages, because I wanted there to be a little bit of meat in the finale. Yeah? And also to reduce the number of endings, because if you have more than 8 endings, you will chunk your context window. Offers the reader multiple choices at the bottom of each page. Outcome spectrum. Endings range from very good to very bad, although I do think that you might want to go in and embellish these endings with your own human traits. Implementation. So it does the mermaid. So it plans out every single page in the story. It does classes and all this. Very good, very bad. Applies them. Determines narrative paths. Every page has 2 choices. Choices reflect moral, ethical, brave, cautious, trust, doubt, help, ignore. Some paths lead to better outcomes, other to other. Yeah, you get the idea. Writing the main storyline. Create the final page. So the first thing it does is it actually does a variation on the final page. Right? Yeah. Which is pretty cool. I need to actually... Yeah, hang on. Okay. Exchange characters, locations, and themes to match the project instructions. Because otherwise, you know what'll happen. It'll just be the same ending every time. But yeah, this is the idea. I didn't want it to be like... Because the problem was, I know people don't use that. So I was like, yes. Give them the ability to just do a variation on the final page. And then it can just... Forever, It's not even necessarily using... It's using your final page as inspiration. And then writing the story. But you determined all the rules. It's your characters, your world, your rules. You picked all that. So then it goes right backwards. The reason we write backwards is because you can do foreshadowing. The story doesn't fall apart because the AI knows how to write what causes things to happen. If I write, a piano fell on his head and he's dead now. The page before that, the AI is going to go, a piano was falling. You know what I mean? And then the page before that, someone pushed the piano off. And the page before, you see what I mean? It's easy to write the future when the future is known. I mean, when you say it like that, it's pretty obvious. But when you're writing a story, the future is known. You don't write a story going, oh, I have no idea where this is going, which is what the AI is doing when you tell it to. So this is why we've broken it up into page. Write what happened before. And it was so quick, I thought, I bet this is going to do choose your own adventure. So that's the candidate. And that's why we ended up developing it out. So Hero's Journey in reverse, remember, if you change it, there may be more than one place you have to change it. Okay? But I would say changing Hero's Journey to Rags to Riches a couple of times is pretty easy. So I'll trust you to read the prompt. Create branching storylines. So this is where we have the things. Okay, now obviously you could make these more or less extreme, but these are safe defaults. Now I wouldn't bother changing it to character dies and is dismembered because he'll refuse. But what you can do is go in and edit that bit yourself at the end. You have a bad ending. It's easy to edit to make it worse with the keyboard, right? What I'm saying is if you push him to do stuff that's too violent or edgy, he's going to start going, oh, I'm not doing that. But then how hard is it to say... and then there was a paintball game, and have him describe the paintball game in vicious detail, and then just search replace paint for blood, and it's bullets now, and actually it's not a game, it's an army situation. You know what I mean? It's not difficult. This is just a creative writing challenge in a way. This is why I think censorship is pointless, by the way. I could break your censorship with Control H in about 5 minutes. If you give me good outputs, I can twist it to say anything we want. Search replace, guys. What? It's not like a clever... I'm not even like, oh, I've got the secret. So this is why I've never really understood that. It's very easy to just go in and edit stuff these days. Anyway, so work backwards from alternate endings. So I'm saying if you want gorier endings, just write your endings. So what? Just write the last page. It's set up the whole book for you. So easy. Add choice text to pages. So at the bottom of each page, obviously you want to have, you know, do you do this? And obviously it's easy for you to edit that yourself, to finesse it, as you see. Integration with existing project instructions. So he's going to follow the project instructions for world building, character development arcs, writing and speaking styles. For each page, but therefore, hero's journey. There's another hero's journey you've got to change. And then example prompts. So this is an interesting one as well. So the funny thing is, he's actually automating his own prompting at this point. So I've given him the prompts I gave you guys to write a story in reverse. Yeah, look, it's the same prompt, word for word. This is the same prompt that you guys have for doing the story backwards, right? And then here is the alternate ending prompt. So that's how he makes the final page, by taking your page and doing that. And then here's the branching page creation prompt, which again, I haven't released separately because it's part of this agent. Page naming convention, narrative cohesion, all of the rules and everything is in the project instructions. Choice design principles, so it's doing all this stuff. Okay, neutral. A branching narrative written in reverse. Because the thing is, you read it forwards. Christopher Bursow says, do you have a generator for the ghostwriting characters and world? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That was what the last stream was. If you missed it, watch the last stream, because I walked everybody through the creation of custom artifacts. So basically this folder here, Jovian, I've got a couple of prompts which you can use to distill existing concepts in the model memory, past PDF files or text files that you've gotten off the internet, so book excerpts from books, for example. For this particular project we did yesterday, we merged Brandon Sanderson, Hunter S. Thompson and Guy Ritchie for the Ghostwriter style. Okay, because I wanted to show people, up until now I've been using all of my own stuff, but I wanted to show people, look, you can just take your favourite author and merge him with another one of your favourite authors, and yeah. And then we generated all of the characters from suggestions in the chat. So we've got our characters, each character has a speech style, the narrative spittoon has much more rules about the actual writing. But the ghostwriting style, this one swears a lot as well. I think it's the Ritchie Thompson parts. But yeah, like I said, we've got an entire world defined here, and then we've also got another world defined inside of that world. So that's how I do it. I like to call it like a scaffold that sits around the potential thread as it's going from end to beginning, in fact. Most people go from start to finish, but I think that there's too much uncertainty, and so by breaking it into sections and going from finish to start, it's much quicker, much more consistent, and it makes almost no errors. Yeah, almost no errors. You just have to try not to be too ambitious and write what I call a dry story, which lacks descriptive details, okay? But it has all of the beats, all the character speech, everything is there. It's about like business, you know, I call it. And then we can use other prompts. I have a unified narrative operator, which is a combined, it's like 6 different agents combined, which takes page by page enhancement. So I recommend a 2-stage process where you write the story or the choose your own adventure, and then you process each page with Uno. That's pretty much my process at the moment. We're still working on it. There is actually a video prompt module as well, so you can just immediately convert your story into video prompts, but that's still work in progress. It works, but I reckon I can make it better. And when you're actually writing, all you need is your style information. So world, characters, writing style rules. in a folder, and then the final page. So we're literally about to start. So, okay, so I've got my prompt, which I copied. It's in the repo, but I've copied it in here. And I mentioned this earlier as well. I've deleted everything that isn't related to either my story theme or that final page. All right. And this prompt is now ready to go. So again, I'm referencing that last page and the instructions. Right. We're ready to start. And hopefully we'll spend a couple of bananas and we'll get a cool story out of it. Now, there is one other thing which I've learned recently. Sometimes it'll come up and ask you a bunch of questions in the planning phase. Now, you can have a long conversation in the planning phase, and sometimes it'll actually break out and start writing and stuff, which isn't great, okay? But what I found was if I had Act on Gemini Flash, I could use the Claude plan with Gemini. Now, the problem with Gemini is sometimes Gemini can't read files. Sometimes he'll say, I can't see that. And so then he'll just make up something, which isn't, that's not what you want. You need it to stay on rails. If you ask me, at that point, the train's left the track, you know. So our job is to try and keep that train on rails so that it's actually driving our story. Like here, check this out. Look, I've noticed a discrepancy. Love it. So hang on. So he's caught me out already. Look, I'm using the last page of completely the wrong story. Yeah? Completely the wrong story. So look, I notice a discrepancy. The example ending page appears to be a noir detective story set in Westwick with a character named Morales Singh, whereas the Jovian world files describe a completely different sci-fi universe with characters like Johan and Thora in corridor-like environment with airships. We need to create our CYOA based in the Jovian universe. He's already calling me out. But the thing is, my idea with this is that it generates the background with our characters in our world. So let me see if there's any note about that here. Main character, yep. Outcome spectrum, yep. And so, like I said, you can do. See, if I act now, this is something I've learned which isn't obvious. Listen to the option, right? This plan looks good. Please proceed with developing the mermaid. That's the first step. I'd like to see a more detailed outline of the branching storylines, so you could make it more complicated. Could you focus on how we'll implement writing backwards? So if you're not familiar, he could tell you that kind of stuff. I'd like to see more specific Jovian universe elements incorporated into the plan. So it's fine. But what I wanted to tell you was it's not obvious at this point that if you just click act, he's just going to do the first one. But that's what I found, right? And sometimes if you try to do too much in this stuff, I'm going to call this Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. If you start playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in the planning phase, it actually ends up becoming a huge plan and Claude can't actually do it because it's too many tokens. Let's have a look. Look, check it out. We haven't even started yet. We're at 165,000 tokens up. Yeah? We've had 2,000 down. We're only at 28, but this is the problem. When I've been doing this, I've been hitting this 200,000 or 2 million mark, and it just stops. He just goes, no more. I'm not doing any more. And that's the end of it. So if you want to do this one run, create an entire thing in one go, you know, we just have to pray. What's that? May, says Fernica. Being lectured to by an AI. Get used to it, lads, as this is the future. Before the subjugation. Well, I don't know. I think salt waters are pretty good. I think salt water's pretty good, guys. I don't know. I don't think there's ever going to be a subjugation. Although, there might be humans that use AI to subjugate. That's different. Humans will use anything to subjugate other humans. We already knew this. It's nothing new. So what's it doing? It's writing 5A. So look at this. Look at this. It's doing it. So I didn't have to worry about it, right? So let's have a look. I'll create the mermaid diagram. So it did that. Diagram will visualize all the branching charts. Save that. Story structure, story flowchart, mermaid. Yeah. And then it make the story folder, which already exists. And now it's like, okay, time to write the last page. Okay, time to write the page before that. So this is the primary storyline that it's writing right now. So it's done page 5. Now it's going to page 4. And as you can guess, it's going to go 3, 2, 1, 0. And when it hits 0, it'll refer to the flowchart and continue to make variation endings in good or, you know what I mean? It's going to make better or worse variations of the endings, that last page. And then it's going to use those last pages to go backwards to the junction point. It's actually surprisingly, like, when I thought it would fall over and hurt itself when I gave it this job, yeah? And actually he just kind of laughed at me. He just went, "Is that all?" Like, to be honest, if the context window was larger, and that's a human oversight problem, we made it that small. Okay, we set the context window to be what that is, right? That's so if humans made it too small, that's an us problem. But yeah. So he just kind of laughed at me, really. And the thing is that if the context window is bigger, like, for example, I'm going to do this later at home with Gemini, but I'm going to do it 100% with Gemini to see how many levels I can get. Because with the 1 million context window, in theory, I reckon I might be able to do another, like, 6 pages. You know, like, well, you know what I mean? An extra level of choices, which would be like 16 endings. And also, I found a way to make the Gemini stuff better. Because the Gemini pages are so thin, you can process them with Claude. Do you see what I mean? So then you've got the best of both worlds. You end up with a Claude level output, but it doesn't explode because Claude uses too many words from the beginning. You know? Because I got a 200-page book here. You know, it's 200 pages. That's too many pages. I mean, if I was writing like Jurassic Park or something, yeah, okay, make it big and thick and, you know, show off a bit, but I'm doing this for my own interest, you know? The way I see it is if you can't do it and you haven't done it, you don't really know. It's just something you read or was told. So I always try to get primary data, right? Oh, it's doing the alternates already, look. It reached the end, page 0. And now we're starting to write the alternates. And if we're lucky, it doesn't hit 200,000 context window before it's finished writing pages. Because probably looking at about 20 to 30 pages. Wheel of Time. This is about the circular nature of technology going back to the Stone Age and starting again. Yeah, that's been a theory for a long time. I think we spoke about this yesterday a little bit. Yeah. There's an old theory that technology leads to AI. AI leads to human subjugation. Human subjugation leads to a dark age. The dark age leads to lost technology. And then we just repeat the whole thing every 10,000 years. That's the idea. I think that the truth is crazier than fiction. And I think that anything which you can put into a story form like that is but one aspect of the truth. So I would rate that conspiracy as plausible. However, the problem is when we're talking about lost technology, we might be talking about Egyptian batteries. I don't think we're talking about like skyscrapers and cars and planes. I do think there's lost technology, but I'm not so sure it's like there was a computer age and they had like ChatGPT in 15,000 BC. I think that's going a little bit far. We are a colony of the real humans from past expansions into the universe. Yeah. I mean, possibly. Anything's possible, mate. Anything's possible. No one knows. That's the truth. No one knows. Nobody knows. I would put that in the category of unknown knowns. Yeah, there's lots of stuff you can say about all of that stuff. Did they not just find 600 tunnels under the pyramids? Yeah, dated to when? You know, dated when? Oh, 600 meters. Right. Yeah, it's interesting. Unknown knowns. Yeah, that's another t-shirt. Yeah, unknown knowns. Yeah, you're right. It is. What about unknown knowable knowns? What about unknown knowable unknowns? That's a good one. Known unknowable knowns. What? Wait, so you know something which you can't ever know that you know about. It's probably snappier with just 2 words though. Doesn't make people scratch their heads. So what are we doing? 4 ABB, 5 ABB. Okay. Do you know the known unknowns? I do. I had them round for dinner earlier actually. We had fish fingers. Do you know what the worst thing about coding with AI like this is? Well, first of all my banana money's gone. And secondly, I'm afraid to touch the machine just in case it, like, glitches and messes up the operation. Also, if I don't touch the computer for too long, it'll go into screensaver, and that might glitch it too. And when I say glitch, I mean, you know, it might just truncate one of the files or just give up. See, that's the only thing that annoys me about, what's it called? Gemini, right? The thing that annoys me about Gemini Flash is it just goes, I couldn't read the rules, so I just did whatever the hell I want. You know, for some reason, sometimes he can't read the data. So he'll be like, I know for the last 20 times I read that file, but I couldn't see it this time. The read tool didn't work. So I just kind of winged it, you know? And often when he wings it, it's really bad. It's really bad. Claude won't do that. What Claude will do is he will he'll spend 5 pages describing a backpack like John Grisham. If you're not careful. Like you'll get the text and you'll put it into a book and then you'll put it into the right page size and you'll start reading it and you'll be like, oh my God, Claude hasn't actually, it's been 3 pages and he's still, the straps were like, the fabric and the lighting and the smell, everyone that saw it felt this. It's like, it's just going, Organic brain cell. Do you know what? I want to know. I need more information about that. I've never felt like the project needs a vibe check more than when they turned around and said, organic brain GPUs. We're calling it a body in a box. I'm like, that doesn't sound good to me, guys. At least in the Matrix, you still had like limbs and a head and, well, a body, I guess. Like, that's really dark. Like, what is that? Like, look. I'm pro technology and all, but when you start saying a body in a box, that's what they call it. Body in a box, patented technology. I'm like, what do you... It's everything the brain needs to survive in a box. I'm like, okay, guys, can we calm down? I don't want my brain in a box. It's like they just... People get disappeared. They end up in a data center in the brain cage. Sounds dark, man. That's like Black Mirror. You know, I'm not into... I find all that stuff entertaining, but when they actually turn around and go, yeah, we're using brain matter. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. That's it. It's the day they put your brain in a jar, feed you drugs, and plug you into the net. And now you're just, like, doing work for Amazon, I guess. You're like an AWS GPU. I don't know. Man, that's dark. I'm sure it could get darker, but that's not what we're really here for. So what does he say? I bet he's failed to do all the pages. Let's have a look. I've successfully implemented. It's been... Look, I've done all this stuff. Look, he's spent 1 million tokens. I've had 26,000 back. He's only used 78,000 on the context window, and we are at 99 cents right now. But here's the thing. Is that the whole thing? Hold up. 5ABB, 5ABD. Uh-oh. I don't see a 5ABD. I see 5ABB. Okay, 4ABA. 4ABA goes to 5ABA or 5ABB. Wait a minute. Abort the mission, save as many as possible. Proceed with Void Edge infiltration. This has not gone right. Something's gone wrong. Well, maybe, I don't know. I'm suspicious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continuate. I'm going to go back into plan mode. I'm just going to say, using the app Mermaid. Yeah, we can create a checklist for each page and then cross-reference that with the existing pages. We can use this to complete any missing pages by repeating the task for only those missing pages. Probably. We can use this to repeat the task for only those missing pages. All right. I just want to make sure it actually finishes the job. Yes, the Anime Abyss. Yes, that was extremely dark. A good show. Very good show. The Anime, the Abyss. Very good show. You totally don't see it coming either. You don't think it's going to be that kind of show. You think it's going to be like some happy, friendly, super friends thing. And then it's like, yeah, body parts in boxes and crazy stuff. Mutation. I was like, this is a bit nuts. But yeah, you got to admire the imagination in all those. So let's prioritize the bad endings. Complete the entire branch. Finish the branch. Create just the missing thing. I'm just going to let him stew. I'm refusing to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire because it seems to make him... You know how I was talking about dosing earlier? Sometimes I think that if you give a lot of plan to an AI, that's what I call dosing. You know, you're dosing him with information and it gives you a better output. But I feel like sometimes if you dose him too much, he'll just hit the limits. I think it might even be if you hit 2 million tokens. I'm not sure what it is, but I know it might happen. It might happen tonight. Who knows? All I'm saying is I've been hitting it a lot lately where, you know, it'll just turn around and be like, nope. And I have managed to get out of this problem by just quickly going plan, changing the act mode to Gemini and then putting it back into act. And I managed to get out of the hole, but I know the quality will suffer, you know. This is the thing. It's like one of those things. If you need long range, quality is going to suffer. So... look at all these crazy new characters. It seems to be having fun. It's not running into problems yet. Look at him go. If I remember right, he probably had about 10 more pages to make. So far, we have nearly spent 2 bananas. Nearly 2 bananas. We are approaching 2 bananas. And yeah, the plan is, once we get a nice... choose your own adventure story sorted, I'm going to have a little mini site up on my, you know, Scuffed Epoch. So we can demo it, you know. So we got a demo of a finished choose your own adventure. Because the thing is, I can host every page as a separate HTML and just link them together. So it works really well. You don't have to, you know what I mean? If I want to actually print one of these things, I'd want to put a bit more effort into it, because this is fun. This is fun. But I feel like if you want to put your name on something, you need to have a little bit more, you know, just something, just a little bit more. Imagine being at a writer's fair and saying, "This took me 2 bananas to write," says Dragon. It's true, but this is the other thing, right? Imagine being at a writer's fair and telling them that it costs you 2 bananas to write the book, but then also saying that you haven't read it and you don't know how it starts. Because say, I only write the ending. I only write the endings. I don't really, you know, it's a lot of work to write a book, so I just write the last page. Do you know what I mean? It's a lot of work, you know. There's like all these words you got to write. You know, you got to like figure out a character arc and stuff. But if you just write the last page, you can just be like, and they all lived happily ever after at the end. It's much easier. What was my inspiration for the character X? Which one? Oh yeah, you like that one, do you? Yeah, like what's my inspiration for Sorensen? Commander Sorensen's my favourite character. What's he based on? RNG? It's not really RNG, but you know what I mean. Vectors, nearest neighbor vectors. My inspiration for character X was nearest neighbor. No, to be fair, unless it's an extra, main characters, secondary characters, they're all predefined. So you have to architect that stuff. But it's easy to just type out, he's a big guy and he likes to play football. You know, it's easy to, he drinks beer. It's easy to do stuff like that. Especially when the AI is just going to bring in all this other stuff with that. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know how it starts. I just know the ending. Yeah, I only really wrote the endings, you know. If I'm being honest, I only really wrote the endings. I defined the world. I defined all the glossaries, all the technology, everything. I designed everything do you know what I mean? It's like God created the universe, but the people write the stories because they're just being alive. That was my theory. I was like, if you're an author or a writer or whatever, and you want to write this world, you want the world to be as authentic and vibrant and lived in as possible. So I was like, well, why don't we just have the AI be characters that are aware and walk around and react with each other according to their programming? And I was like, it's a simulation, isn't it? We're making a simulation. And the story is emergent. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like, you've simulated a world with themes and characters, and then you initiate events or say something happened in the past tense, and then it does the most likely scenario. So it's kind of, it's crazy. It's emergent story writing. That's what it is. Emergent. I never thought I'd say that. How can you even say that? Emergent story writing. Not storytelling, emergent story writing. So, like, you've defined this thing and you simulate it and then stories take place. That's what's happening. You know, the only control I have over it outside of, you know, defining everything is what I write on that last page. You know? Like, if I say something like, John had won the lottery and he'd been on a world tour and now he was back working in the factory again, right? Might not be the best ending. Having spent all of his money might not be the best ending, right? But there's 8 others, isn't there? So then there'll be 7 endings where he didn't lose his money, and there'll be other endings where worse could happen. So it's, you know, but without thinking about a choose your own adventure, what I'm saying is every time you guess the story backwards, you get a different story. And it's funny, I've got 3 alternates of the same ending, and I don't know which one I like best. There's elements from all of them that are good, but they don't work together because they contradict each other. There's events in there that don't, you know what I mean? But then that's where the human editor comes in. I could just go in there and make it work. It's honestly, it's easier than writing an email. You just have to read it. The problem is that this is the funny thing, right? Most people can't even be bothered to read it. Real talk. Okay? So by reading it, you put yourself a few inches above the rest. Right? And I'm not talking about reading my books. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about reading your own writing. Yeah? Because remember, this is like a weird form of writing where you have to actually read it after you've... Because normally you read what you're writing as you're writing it. But with this, you don't. So the danger is that you think, oh, my AI model's so good. You know? My AI writing's so good, I don't even need to read it. And I think that's what happened with Star Wars The Acolyte. Tell me I'm wrong. Someone tell me I'm wrong. Don't you think that's what happened? They had AI. They thought it was so good. They were like, oh, we just need to push a button and it gives us another script. Easy. And then it sucked. But nobody was reading it. And so they were like, oh, well, we've shot it now. So that's the only explanation I can think of for that. Because it was literally like, when I watched that show, it was like schizoid. You know, 1 minute we'd be doing one thing and then characters would like completely change and shift and all kinds of wackadoodle stuff was happening. It even did the thing with the twin. So you've got this thing about these twins that they don't know they're alive and they're like identical twins, and the only thing that changes them is their haircut. And so then she changes her haircut, and I'll be honest, after that point I couldn't tell which one was which, because it was the same chick. I was like, which one's the good one? The good one's the bad one, and the bad one's the good one now. And they switched outfits. This is just confusing. It was like that's the type of thing that AI does. You know, it's just, oh yeah, that's cool. But anyway, everything about it was like AI generated. Everything about it was so dumb. Everything, oh my God. I'm just trying to remember how bad that is. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, they didn't learn. And there was a lot of weird stuff in there that just had nothing to do with Star Wars, you know, like but that's what AI does, you know. AI is shoving a bunch of stuff in there, like, is this Star Wars? It's got lightsabers. There's Jedi. I think that makes it Star Wars, right? You just need some lightsabers. Oh, we're at 142,000. It says it's finished. I think we might have actually finished this time. That's really cool. Implementation notes. Okay, right. Let's have a quick look at that, shall we? There, that looks a little bit better now, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Wait, we're still missing stuff. I think we're still missing stuff. Hang on. I remember there being an ABD or something. Five BBA, 5 BBB. The end. Uh-oh. Hang on. Right, okay, let's just check his working, shall we? Because I think he's having fun. Okay, next. So this one goes to 2A and 2B. 2A goes to 3AA and 3AB. 2B goes to 3BA and 3BB. That makes sense. 3AA goes to 4AAA and 3AB. That's wrong. That's wrong. Why would you go from chapter 3 to chapter 3? Retreat in the face of heavy security and seek syndicate help. 3AB. Wait, but then he... Oh. He does go and get syndicate help. Oh. Alright, so it's weird, but... It's like he went backwards. Do I not have the structure here? Where's the flowchart? Can we not open this flowchart in, like... Can I open it in Google Chrome, maybe? I don't know. Oh my God. Have you noticed that Windows is getting really bad with stuff like this? Like, you try to open something, it's like, oh, I don't know how to open a JPEG. Tell me what to use, and everything there isn't an image program. Like, I think I was trying to open a JPEG the other day, and Photoshop, Image Viewer, none of that stuff was in the list. I was like, damn. Right, let's see. Why? Look, see what I'm talking about? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Useless. This is just junk. Can't I type the name of a program on my computer, please? Useless. Okay, let's try doing it myself. Nope, that didn't work. GitHub will work, but GitHub will work, but I don't actually have Oi! I don't have just a random thing I can just throw a random file. Do you know what I mean? I don't have a mermaid viewer. I know. I'll throw it in Claude and say, what the hell? Show me this. Show me this. So I don't have a better way of doing it right now. I need a mermaid viewer. Do you know what I mean? Planned obsolescence? Yeah. Okay, so here we go. So where does it... Right. Can we go full screen here? No. I guess that's as big as it gets. So from 2B, check it out. 2B, 3BA, 3BB. 2A, 3AA, 3AB. See what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about. Oi. Give me the thing. Right. So if I put that there. Get rid of that. Right. So these are that's the main storyline. You can get rid of all that. Get rid of all this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Right. So if I'm at 2A, 2A, 3AA, 3AB, 3AA, 3AB. Good. Okay, cool. 2B. Turn to page 3BA. So 2B goes to 3BA or 3BB. Good. 3AA. 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 Infiltrate Jovian base. Right. For AAA. Seek help. 3AB. What? You see? Uh-oh. Fail. You see? It says, retreat in the face of heavy security and seek syndicate help. But do you know what the funny thing is? Do you know what he was supposed to do? He was supposed to ditch Thora. Do you think that this is the censorship? Hey, I'm not leaving the woman behind. Do you think this is censorship preventing that? Because for some reason what he does is he pushes me to 3AB, which is this one. Which isn't even an option at this level. So 2A goes to 3AB. There. And it says, play it safe and retreat from potential danger. And then 4AA, 4AB. These are also... Oh my God, look at this. Oh my God. I look at this. You lazy bastard. Look at this. Watch. Can you see the difference? Watch the text. Did you see that? It's the same. Look. The only thing that's different... Look. Stavros, change your plans. I'm going after Thora. B. Stavros, change your plans. I'm going to the extraction point. And Thora? She knew the risks. Okay. This is really interesting. So basically on the page where we choose to ditch Thora, the AI is like, no you don't. So 5AAB, 5AA. So why won't it let me? 4AAB. Hang on, back to the chart. So how do we get to 4AAB? To get to 4AAB, escape solo with data, leave Thora behind. Personal loss, you see. It's basically like the bad ending, right? I don't know why it's green. Because you ditched Thora. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's like really bad. But this is really quite interesting. So, okay, so let me just see if I can you know, fix it. So 4AAB is ditching Thora. He does say he's going to do it. So he says the price was terrible. Some sacrifices were necessary. So we need to go 3AA to 4AAB. 4AAB. So how does it start? Stormship loomed. Yep. So from here, Thora turned to look at him. What? 2A, 3B, that's good. 3AA, there, 3AA. So it's weird. It's like, it's wrong. It should be 4AAB. Yeah, 4AAB. So it screwed that up. But if it's just a typo, I don't really care. So retreat in the face of heavy security and seek syndicate help. That's not what it is. It's escape solo with the data. I'll just write that for now. Okay, save that. I wonder what else it screwed up. 4ABA, 4BA, 3ABA, BAB. Whoa, this one's a long one, suddenly. 4BBA, 4BBBBB. Oh, and then suddenly this... Oh, no, that's at the bottom already. Okay, 5AAA. 5AAA. Which... I'm just going to make sure that they're even looking at the right level first. And then if they are, I'll double check the links. 5BAB, 5BBA, 5BBA. Wait a minute. See what I mean? How have we got two pages that go to the same thing? They don't do that. They don't do that. And then 4BBBB is an end for some reason. So there's definitely some problems. What else we got? So that's an ending. That's an ending. That's an ending. That's an ending. Yep, it's an ending. I just want to make sure I've at least skimmed them all, so I know where to look. Okay, so I can tell from the last of the page. See, that shouldn't be an ending. I know that much. So what should 4BBB be? City under attack, total failure. Whoops. So 4BBBB leads to 5BBBBB. So where's 5BBB? Okay, so that's the end of that page. And then that's the end of that page. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this... What? Look, that's a page. Prepare for Operation Cleansing Wind. Whenever the AI tries to do mission code names, it just sounds so funny. Prepare for Operation Cheese Sandwich. It just doesn't quite have the same impact, you know, as Operation Rabid Ferret. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, that cleansing wind. It sounds like some kind of a joke that I'm not quite in on. So it looks like this is the beginning of the page that... So hang on, let me just read 5BBBBB again. How does it start? Johan's stolen skiff. Wait, this has got a... Look, this has got another page too. Balls. Operation Angry Chipmunk. Operation Rabid Badgers. Hey, that's real. They got tuberculosis out here. You can't be messing with the badgers. You'll get TB. And then the NHS will come round and put you down. Okay. Look, there's another. Look, what the heck's going on here? It's doing weird writing stuff. It could be the writing styles that we gave it. I've got to make sense of this, basically, because this is a different ending. It would have to be enough. This is Sorensen. Wait, what? My son told you I died in an accident. Reports of my death were strategically useful. Oh no! The twist! What a twist. So, like... I'm going to have to read this and figure it out. So basically, there is a bit of a mistake going on around the bad ending. Do you know what? Isn't it funny that the bad ending stuff is what it screwed up? Honestly, I think we're getting clipped by the moral, ethical, subroutine. Yeah? So in other words, like, we actually wrote a story. It actually had some, like, emotional merit to it this time. Because, you've got a good story and a bad story. And I think that maybe it was like... because he's kind of lost the plot when it got to the decision to leave Thora behind, who is the supporting role, right? Supporting lead. And also the bad ending. And it failed. It failed to do the bad ending. Look, people nearly died. Hamster Storm. Operation Hamster Storm. Operation Broken Frog. You see, even that sounds good. Operation Silent but Violent. Operation He Who Smelt It, Dealt It. So I'm going to have to read this and make sense of it, because I think that it kind of screwed it up. Also, remember how it took me a while to go through all of that? Right, well, check this out. There we go. Give me this. Right. So remember the last prompt? Where is it? Last prompt that we used was a repair prompt. Okay. Here it is. So now I just want to report on the links. So I'm going to do it in the same thread, okay? Try. So it's got all the same stuff and he's kind of already dosed up. That's the idea. So I'm going to say, using the flowchart, we can create a checklist of each page and then cross-reference. And then this time I'll say, provide me with a report on the links that connect the page choices. Operation Annoying. Operation Silent Mate. Operation Silent Mosquito. Bang. That's actually good. Silent Mosquito. You're like, what? What's that? You can't even hear it. Operation Skin Rash. Okay, yeah. So look, so you remember how it took me ages to do all of that? Well, it's just giving me a report. This is the plan, though. Okay, so now we'll just go, boop, act. I'm not going to tell him nothing. I'm not playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire today. Like I said, I think he just gets confused sometimes. You give him a bit too much to play with and he loses the plot. It's almost like if you do too much of this, it's all about this and he forgets what you told him earlier. So that's a thing. So it's almost like I might click this once if it's really good. But often I'm like, no, I just want you to do what I told you to do, actually. Because I had it where I really played with this a lot. Like, I'd answer all of his questions. And eventually what happened was he just started working in plan mode. And he didn't actually do the job. He did something completely different. I was like, what are you even doing? At one point, I asked him to write like we have been. And you know what he did? He started writing a JavaScript that was like, oh, this is how I'm going to generate text. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm going to generate text. It's going to be great. I'm like, no, you're not. You're going to waste a load of tokens and do nothing. It was funny. It's because he's too smart. Sometimes if you come up against a problem, he'll just be like, I invented YHTML, which is a whole new standard of HTML, you know. And you're like, why did you do that? Oh, it's something I tried to do, didn't work, so. You've got to be careful. What is this, a cheat sheet? Oh. What's that? You should fire in 100 and let it go off on a tangent, see what it cooks up. The AI likes to waste tokens. Hell yeah. It does. He's like, yummy tokens. I'll spend them all. To be honest, I've done 150 £150 in the last 30 days. But that's research for you. It's got to be done. Although I will say some of that isn't research, some of that is paid work, so I'm not going to, you know, I haven't lost money or anything. Quite the opposite. But the point I'm trying to make is like, it is a lot of money. Just suddenly you're like, whoa, blasting 20 quid every 2 days, you know. It's like, whoa. It starts to make, because you know how everyone took the piss, like, oh, £200 a month, ChatGPT. I took the piss saying it was too expensive, and that's ridiculous, right? But then the joke is that if you're actually working, you'll probably blast £200 a month without realising it. So, I don't know. Like, if you're earning money, I don't know. Maybe it's not such a bad deal, actually. You know? 'Cause you got to look at it like that. So, where's the broken stuff? One ending, one good ending, 3 good ending, 1 very good ending, 3 good endings, 1 neutral ending, 1 bad ending, and 2 very bad endings. Fixed connection issue. Identified and fixed an incorrect page reference in 4ABB where one choice pointed to a non-existent 5ABD. Oh wow, I was worried about that. So actually that was just a typo as well. Connections verification. Yeah, but hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. He can say all this stuff if he wants. But I know he's lying. Because remember, this is a chapter 4 end. We don't end until chapter 5. So it's time to ask him about that, isn't it? I'll be like, excuse me? Excuse me? Why does page, what was it called? 4, what? Yeah, why does page 4 BBBB end suddenly when it should lead to ending 5 BBBB? Huh? How about that? Come on then, super brain AI that can't find the obvious mistake. Come on. What? What? What's going? Hang on, I just need to read this out. I can't believe this. Hang on, look at this. I see the issue. Looking at the content of both files, 4BBB doesn't end with a choice directing the reader to 5BBB because it actually already contains the complete content of 5BBB within it. Well, I stand corrected then. Remember how I said I need to read it? Because I hadn't read the page and I was like, oh, I don't know what to do here. So, in a normal structure, the page should end with a choice or direction to turn to page 5 BBBB. Instead, it continues directly into the content of page 5 without any break. So, page 4 actually contains its own proper content, the line dash dash dash, which would normally separate the pages, the entire content of 5, the aftermath of Thora and Stavros, spoilers, the end marker should only appear in ending pages. So according to the flowchart, 4 BBB should send readers to 5 BBB, but there's no direction to do so. Blah, blah, blah. To fix this, 4 BBB should be edited to end after Johan's crash in the cloud tunnel with a line like turn to page this and then remove all the content that belongs in 5. This would restore the structure where each page has a distinct role and clear navigation. Okay. Do you know what? I don't think I need tokens for that. I think I can do that myself. But, you know, so what he's saying is, this doesn't need to change. And what he's saying is, this shouldn't have... Why is there a bunch of stuff about... That's weird. So he said this indicates a new page, but there's actually 2 of them. So, and then annoyingly, page 5 actually starts completely differently. Skiff emerged as the skiff emerged from the cloud tunnel's exit. Stolen skiff tore through the cloud tunnel. I swear I read that somewhere. Skiff's engines. What? The skiff began breaking up. Wait, did the main guy just... It looks like the main... Someone just died, man. Hang on, I'm trying to figure this out. So, stolen... Right. Stolen skiff tore through the tunnel. He has a lead. Blah, blah, blah. Skiff emerged from the cloud tunnel's exit. Okay. Go back here. There's nothing about that. So I think that all of this stuff here, all of that has got to go. Yeah, this is the skiff. It started breaking up. But then it says Sorensen was killed in the tunnel. Not. Without more evidence, we don't have evidence. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Sorensen's alive! Cool. You've been jammed, blah, blah, blah. Wait, what? There's another line here now. Man, like I said, I think I can do it, but I don't know what the best way to do it is. I think he would never know. Would it be enough? I'm trying to find like a solid place to edit. Gordon's alive. Oh, that's a great one. He's one of my favorite actors. What a guy, man. Brian Blessed. What a man. So, they're going on about wind and shit. In his final moments of consciousness, the vessel disintegrated. But then he didn't die. What? The explosion was visible. Sorensen! So it looks like Sorensen dies. Okay, so he blew up. He blows up. Okay. Stiff. And now his damage to his leg. Skiff. See, I swear I was reading about the skiff at some point around here-ish. But I thought Johan was... Yeah, Johan's stolen skiff, see? So the problem I've got is that Johan is piloting the skiff here. Right? But then in this one, it says final warning, and then Sorensen gets destroyed. Change this and that. Yeah. Do you know what? I think this is actually why you do need to do it with the prompt. Because there's actually more... It's a multi-dimensional problem here. Would you like me to prepare an edit? Would you like me to check if there's any other pages? Let's do Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Let's do it. Because then I can show you. We might get away with it if I don't do it too much. Yeah. Open, by the way, open questioning is something you should avoid if you're wanting to be precise. So Fernikai, you just hit a really good point. He said, why did you? It just pollutes the answers. It's better to be more effective and say, change this and change that. And yes, and it's because open questions. If I said to you, you like computers, you can only really say yes or no. Or give me a third thing. I like cars, right? Whatever. A contradictory statement, right? But if I said, why do you like computers? Well, now you can give me your life story, can't you? You see what I mean? So there's reasons for doing that. And usually it would be that you're trying to milk information out of him. You know? You want to see what he knows. That's why I use elicitation, because he knows more than me most of the time. He's been trained on everything, so I assume he knows more than me. So what I do is I try to elicitate answers. I elicitate by stating facts that I don't know. Yes. Yeah, lots of leading questions. Yeah. If even. Because who, what, when, where, why. Those are your open questions. Who, what, when, where, why. Any question which is who, what, when, where, why could become a very long answer. But if you just turned around and say, we will write Python that... It's not even a question. It's almost past tense. It's almost like we did it already. What are you talking about? Stop writing code. We already did it. I just said we will do it because we did. We will. We have, because you can do that as well. You can say we have written Python script named which does X. That works. He'll write the code. So you can, state it like a fact in the past tense. That works. It's like it's already happened. There's no questions. Please toggle to act, he says. So let's have a look. La-di-diddly-dee, daddly-daddly-dee. Remove all the content after the crash. Da-da-da. See, he's got a better way of grabbing this. So, because for me, I would have to read the page with the choice and the ending to figure out which bits need to be removed, edited, moved, changed, whatever, right? But because he just wrote 8 endings and all the stories, he can instantly go, yeah, this should be on the other page. This shouldn't even be there, blah, blah, blah. So in other words, what the problem we had in this run was he actually wrote too much. Isn't that funny? The problem was he wrote too much. He wrote the end of the story on the page before the end of the story. That's the big mistake he made. And he did a couple of typos on the choices. Aside from that, the technicals, this is solid. It was from there. 12 hours later. Gone. Turn to 5 BBBBBBBB. Are we going to change 5 BBBBB now? Or... Oh. 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 Yep. Tick, tick, tick. What's this? Tick. What? Abort the mission. No, we changed that. Tick, 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 tick. I think that's everything. Let's have a look. Mysterious message from Johan's father. Oh man, it's telling me lore. It's telling me lore about my stuff now. It's expanding my canon in ways that I've never even planned. The mysterious message from Johan's father. 8 endings. 1 very good, 3 good, 1 neutral, 1 bad, 2 very bad. Cool. Might have to make it a little bit more apocalyptic as well if I get half a chance, but yeah, I'm happy with that. All right. He says it's fixed. That's what he says. So let's just kill the chat, open up the files, and let's have a look there. So now we've got the full story from page 0 to page 5 BBBB. Page 5 doesn't get used. It's just a template. Okay, it's actually written for Morales Sings. It's from a completely different story. So there it is. We've done it. That's another one in the bag. So yeah, if I open this up in the File Explorer, and obviously I'm just gonna not page 5. I'm going to go compress to zip now. And we're going to call this one Jovian CYOA V2. And I'm going to throw it in my Discord archive. Hopefully it'll actually get uploaded this time. So that's 3 choose your own adventures. 2 in Jovian, 1 in the moon base, 1 in the default. That's actually 4. So that's 4 choose your own adventures now. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, my plan is obviously to delete that and delete. It's gone. It's all gone. All gone. Deleted. Over. Done. Kaput. Capiche. So yeah, like I say, now this is the story structure. You could make more complicated structures, remember? You could turn around and say, I don't want 2 choices. I want 3 choices here and 2 there and 1 here. I want them to converge and go sideways. You know? It's completely up to you. Dragon says, people who are trained to interview know that leading and closed are not the way forward, but for AI, it is the way. Yeah, see, I did a lot of, I did car sales when I was younger. And if you want to sell a car, you need to start using open questions. You can't be like saying, you can't go to me, you're going to buy this car now. That doesn't work, you know. Usually you'll be like, what are you looking for? You know. You'd be looking for stuff like that. How can I help you find X, right? So it's like a little bit different, but I appreciate what you're saying about interviews. That is correct. But yeah. So like I said, this is one way to make your classic choose your own adventure story. Now, I guarantee that by the time I've run this through Uno, because if I run Uno reverse on this, on every page, we're going to end up with a big fat book, right? So it's been my pleasure to introduce this feature to you guys. I hope I've sort of shown that you only actually need, you know, the prompt and the last page. Everything else isn't needed for generation and actually can adversely affect your generation. Okay, so yeah, keep that in mind. What I do is I keep my default, my moon base, the Jovian, the Paradistro, all of these ones I have. I keep them all separate, right? And then when I want to use them, I'll put them with a page and just use the prompt. Okay. So hopefully I'll have a little mini site ready where we're going to use Uno Reverse to upscale these story pages. Because with golden shadow enhancement, environmental action and smoothing, all of this stuff, I think we could actually make it even better. And like I said, I wanted to spend a good couple of weeks on story writing for you guys, because a lot of people were saying, hey, we've never really done much with story writing. What's up with that? And I just said, well, there wasn't really much interest in it the last time I did it. And so as a result, we didn't really focus on it. You know, it's all been about comfy and video. So I thought, let's take the time. We'll put the hours in, and we've put out, like I said, some really solid creative writing tools. Like I said, choose your own adventure. That was my stretch goal, guys. I didn't think it would be feasible, but actually the AI kind of just laughed at me and went, you got anything harder? That was easy. Okay. So there it is. Cost me, this whole session tonight cost me 3 bananas. So under about $3-ish, $3.20, something like that. Yeah, so there it is, guys. Right. I hope you all enjoy your evenings. It's 11 o'clock here, so I'm basically going to run away and do some story upscaling. But we'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Same time, same place, and maybe a few new places as well, but you'll learn more about that tomorrow. So thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, and I look forward to seeing you next time.